It's time for Ink the Book Show with your host, Ryan O'Connor. And now, let's ink the book. What a knucklehead. I have been on since before Thanksgiving. I'm inviting a guest. I got my theme song thing working. I'm going to touch that video up eventually, but we're little by little. I've been fighting with Adobe all the livelong day. Why does it say only live for 13 seconds? That's weird. I don't know. I'm a wreck, guys. I'm a wreck. It's been going for longer than that. So, yeah. In a little bit, I should have a guest on. We're going to be inking. I'm going to be inking page 48, which is probably close to my 60th page that I'm inking. Yeah. I got tea. I'm going to need some tea soon. I forgot. I'm going to have a piece of dark chocolate here, too, because I'm a chocolate fiend. Yeah, that's what the doctor ordered. Okay. So, that said, I'm going to start inking. We're going to get somebody in here to talk to us in a little bit. Let's go. There is no time for gab. Let's see, I'm going to twist it this way. That'll work out better. Yeah. And a little over this way. Yeah. So it's not in my face. Let's see. Need to pour us some ink here. So, I hope everyone had a good Thanksgiving. I did. I had kind of two Thanksgivings. So, on Thanksgiving, I went to my parents' house, had a wonderful dinner, got to hang with my nieces and nephews, and my parents, and my many siblings, except for my one sister who's in Ecuador at the moment. Ooh, I need some light. I don't know about you. I don't know about the video, but I need some light. Okay. And then on Saturday, I got to see my good buddies Ben and Jake, who were visiting from somewhere. They were visiting from Washington. Hey, look! It's my pal! It's my buddy! It's my sister!
Yeah. My idea didn't work out.
What's that? What idea?
My big idea did. I was gonna try and make it so it was just Mads, but she didn't cooperate.
Oh. You can't rely on pets.
No.
She was supposed to keep up a conversation with me?
Yeah.
Whoa. You sound like a robot. Oh, you're all frozen.
Headphones.
Oh, there you
go. Uh-oh.
So what's new?
Headphones.
Okay.
Nothing much. What are you working on?
I am working on page 48 of Bonehead. Guys, this is my sister Heather.
Hey, everybody.
She's my there isn't even anybody here. So
what?
I said there isn't even anybody here. It's just you and me. Live anyway.
Right.
So if that makes you any more comfortable.
Yeah. It's hard to see what you're actually working on.
Oh, is it? Dang. Is the...
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, this is this Rhino security guard.
Does he have a name?
Boris. Do you know any other Rhino Borises?
Isn't Kevin James one?
What?
He's a Rhino security guard?
I don't know what you're talking about. Are you talking about Paul Blart?
Yeah.
No, the Rhino in my kitchen is named Boris.
Oh. Yeah, you have a bunch of taxidermy things?
No, I don't. That'd be cool.
Oh, like... Or animal statues.
I have the one. What you talking about? I just have Boris. Look, I got my it's a temporary thing, but it's better than it was. Look at this. It's time for Ink the Book Show with your host, Ryan O'Connor. And now, let's ink the book. Huh?
Do you just press the button and it does that?
Yeah, kind of.
Crazy.
But I was fighting all damn day to just get that put together and rendered. Because Adobe updated all their software recently to 2022.
Yeah, I know about that.
And the media encoder, I thought it was my computer this whole time for like a week now. And I was messing with it all day trying to figure out what was wrong. turns out the media encoder, the new media encoder, doesn't work. So I thought it was me.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yes.
No,
Well, the thing that renders it out, the program that renders it out,
Mhm.
and so I had to download an old version. It turned out, and then I don't know why my computer was just chugging after that. After I, like, as I was trying to set up this video, I originally wanted to do this whole stream in the morning.
Oh.
Computers are out to kill me. So so I last saw you on Thanksgiving.
Mhm.
Wrong. No, I'm just kidding. What have you been up to since then?
I actually started painting again.
Oh yeah? Show us
Yeah.
a painting.
It's
Oh
like
wait,
so.
I'm sorry, I don't have you on. Let me get now we're both on again. Show us a painting.
It's like so in the early stages. It's an oil painting that matters.
Are you just doing this at home?
Yeah.
Cool.
Here, if I can I flip this anyway?
Can you what? Yeah.
Well, here it is. If you can see that.
Let's get you on here. Oh, who dat? Who's that gonna
Fiona.
Fiona?
Yeah. She was like our
Oh,
second cousin, basically. Or yeah. We don't have to get into all of it.
Yeah. Okay.
But yeah.
Beautiful. Is that your first oil painting?
My first oil painting? No.
No. Oh. Okay.
I mean, I had done like oil painting classes and stuff, and then I did like portraits here and there, mostly just like self portraits, and then I started doing this one. So, but it is like the first one I've done in a long time, so pretty much, yeah, it is. I guess yes, it is my first one.
It's off to a good start. You're avoiding the subject matter so far, right?
Yeah.
Are you avoiding it, or are you building up to it, kind of thing?
I'm not avoiding. I was trying to close in on it, and then I like the way that you phrased it.
Yeah, I didn't mean to make you sound like a coward. Yeah, so Ben and Jake were out here from Washington, and I had like a second Thanksgiving here on Saturday.
Did you have to cook for that one too?
A little bit. Most of it was done by Tyler and Lindsay, and we had some other friends over too, and yeah. And I made for that one. I made like a green bean casserole, more carrots, and what else did I make? I made one other thing. I know that. That actually might have been it. Because
no stuffing.
I was gonna, but they already had some, and because I went to the mall the night before with Liam, that was kind of like the time I was going to start cooking, so I kind of lost all my time to cook. He wanted me to go to the mall with him, so I picked up Ben and Jake, brought them here, and started cooking in the like hour before dinner. But I was only expected to cook a couple like side dishes. So wasn't that. I guess that wasn't a problem. It was good. It was a fun night. Felt like the good old days with Ben and Jake.
Did you guys used to do Friendsgiving back when you all lived in the same state?
No, that I've never done it. Friendsgiving before.
See, I thought you had always done stuff like that. Like you guys always do like road trips and oh, let's all go to Vegas. Let's all go here. Let's all go there.
No, we only did Vegas once. That's it really. With that group of friends, that's the only time I've ever done something like that. We should go on more trips. But they come here every year for like around Thanksgiving, or at least Ben does come here every year for Thanksgiving.
Mm-hmm.
I kept suggesting Ben do a stream with me, like, and at least I was trying to, and he was kind of like, I feel like he was playing dumb and probably didn't want to. He was being aloof about it, so I didn't want to twist his arm. But
You twisted my arm right before this began. You better be on.
True.
He said, I need content. He said, no one wants to hear me drone on and on to myself anymore.
Did I?
No.
I think I did say that to Ben.
No.
What?
That is so weird. Did you just hear that?
I did say that to Ben. Yeah. What's making it do that all of a
I
sudden?
don't know.
You're wearing headphones, right?
No, am I supposed to be?
So weird. Did you just hear that?
I did say that.
Oh! This is so freaky.
What's making it do that all of a sudden? Can you hear me? I think did you open the video in another tab? Oh, I'm not wearing my headphones yet. Can you hear me? Dang it.
Maybe not. Yeah, mine's not working.
Did you open the video in another tab?
No.
I'm not wearing my headphones yet. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Am I supposed to be wearing headphones?
Yeah.
To make
mine's
this
not
sound-
working.
Did you open the video in another tab? Dang it.
No.
I'm not wearing my headphones. This is a disaster.
I know.
Okay, I have headphones in now. I don't.
Should I?
But it's stopped, right? Somebody's watching this. Is it you?
I don't know.
Turn down your radio. Huh?
I have no idea. You want me to just re-enter?
Yeah.
Alright.
I'm gonna kick you.
I think I messed everything up.
Dang it. What a catastrophe. Okay. I'm still hearing the echo. Dang it. What is doing? Oh, I know it's doing that. It's me. What a dummy. It was me. It was me. I had it open in another tab, and it all of a sudden started playing.
Okay, cool. Yes, I wasn't the problem.
This is still
Okay,
new.
so I have not been wearing headphones this whole time. I know I made it look like it was.
Yeah, I thought you said
That's
something about it, and then I thought you were. But
what I did was I put them in my ear, and then I never plugged them in.
yeah, I'm not wearing them now.
It's an old.
'Cause it shouldn't have been a problem. But me and Jimmy did this right before Thanksgiving. Yeah. And we didn't have any issues, I don't think. But anyway, no, it was I had the YouTube channel open in another tab, and suddenly it was playing. So, hey, when is Kaylee back from Ecuador?
Oh, it's supposed to be like what? It's supposed to be like 2 weeks from
Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving. So what is that? When will that be?
After her birthday.
Mm-hmm. After her birthday. No, the 9th.
The 9th?
Yeah.
Dang. So, when are you gonna do a YouTube channel to show off your oil paintings?
Man, never. The internet's scary.
I mean, it's not so scary.
This girl
once
knows it.
thing, huh?
I said this girl knows it.
Yeah.
She was the first one to get off of Facebook.
Terrified. Yeah.
She was the first one to get off of Facebook.
Yeah.
He made it cool.
Man, you're not on Facebook or anything. Are you? Is there anything you'd want people to check out?
I don't have anything. Oh, I have a website, but it's like got work that's like 6 years old on there. And it's like my name.
Is it
But-
all artwork?
Yeah. What else would it be?
Well, I don't know. What do you do? Nobody watching
used
this
to be
video. Probably.
I used to be an illustrator. No, I used to go to school for
Used to?
illustration. They told us make a website, and then so I did, and then I never put anything on it after my portfolio. So that's what happened. Right, mates?
But you have good stuff on there, if I recall.
Thanks.
So now you
You have a website. See, you don't like being put on the spot.
we gotta do something about that website. But
What do you use? WordPress?
yeah.
Do you have to pay a lot for that?
I think it's like $26 a year, as it is right now. I need to totally revamp that though.
I knew you were gonna say revamp.
Why? What's the matter?
Because that's just in your vocab.
Huh?
It's like I know ya. No, but I can help you with that. I liked making mine. I don't really know how WordPress works. So.
What am I gonna put on my website? Well,
You can even do like a blog like thing.
yeah.
One of the artists that I really liked back in the Dizzy,
Mm-hmm.
Esau Andrews, if anybody knows who that is.
Esau?
Esau?
Okay.
It's like ESAO Andrews, like
ESAO, I thought you.
mm-mm.
Interesting.
But I liked his stuff, and I liked reading his like blogs, and like he would have like sketchbook pages on there, which I always thought was cool because like, you know, you get to see stuff in progress, and you know, like you do a lot of ink drawings and
Uh-huh.
stuff, so I feel like that would be perfect for you.
What does he do?
Like, he used to blog about like just anything. Like, oh, here's a picture that I made in the airport. Like, or like I had a 2-hour layover in such and such, and all I made was this potted plant. You know, all I drew was this potted plant or whatever it was,
Yeah.
and they were always like amazing though. And then yeah, you'd also have like a section on there with his like paintings and stuff separately. So you should put a yeah, like a blogish part with like snapshots of what you're working on.
Yeah. It would be content I could make when I'm just watching my computer. No! Watching my computer stall and think. I wouldn't even be able to do that. Well, I could probably do updates from my phone. I don't know. Today was such an aggravating day for
I wonder
using
why your stuff lagging so hard. Have you like do you have to do like
I
not
think
just like Adobe updates, but do you have to do like software updates and stuff like that? Or is it all just like lags with Adobe?
I think it was getting bogged down with Adobe. I might have to find a new work computer soon. But also, yeah, all the problems with the Adobe update have been killing me too. But I don't know. We're moving, I guess. At least we're moving along. Let's see.
Do you hear her freaking out over here?
Yeah, what's she freaking out about? I just
Her
hear
toy.
her holler. Oh, okay. Maybe that's it.
See, this is what I deal with. Every day I wake up and there's just it's like snowfall in here. It's all the fluff.
Oh,
She thinks she's so cute. She thinks she can get away with it because she's so cute. And you know what? She does.
that was easy.
Yeah. And I forgive her already. So what's happening in this storyline?
So, Bonehead just got in trouble for. So he was already like. He had just gotten in trouble for coming in late to work.
Mm-hmm.
And then his boss is explaining, like, you know, the big boss is like my boss is coming in today. So if you cause any more trouble, so help me. And then he gets back to his
Wait,
workstation.
what was he gonna say next? So help me what?
I don't know. I'll punch you. No. So, well, that's what's going on here. The so help me.
Is this
so-
supposed to be for
Huh?
Sorry, with all the questions. What's the target audience age?
Target audience would I would say teens, like 10 to 16 or something like that.
Okay. So they can
Or 8 to
understand
8 to 18.
threats.
I don't know
They
what
can understand threats on other people's lives.
threats on other people's lives. Yeah.
Okay. Sorry.
But no, he's just saying like he better be on his best behavior. And and then he gets back to his workstation, and he's left it running the whole time, unmanned, and so there's all these broken bottles and stuff on the conveyor belt, and so then we cut to this security guard and this other guy taking him to this room in the basement, and on this page.
That seems like a problem with upper management.
What's that?
Seems like a bigger problem with upper management.
Maybe. So he's telling him he has to spend the day sharpening all these pencils. So he's kind of out of the way.
Mm-hmm.
That's what's happening here.
Okay.
I think it's the next page. No, it's one of the upcoming pages. It is really funny about him. Just sharpening pencils. I'm looking forward to that page. Where am I?
What's Bonehead's biggest dream?
Biggest dream?
Yeah. Like what comes after all these menial tasks? The putting caps on bottles and the sharpening pencils, like, or is it a mystery? Is it like a
at the beginning of this book, he's decided he's going to get his life together, so he's starting out a promotion at this dead-end job factory.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, really? Why are you buckling down at work all of a sudden? And then, even though he's still doing terrible, but he's talking about how he's trying to get his stuff together. He's going to ask his girlfriend to marry him. And then what happens? Yeah. And what happens is, like, he starts snooping around in this basement and finds out there that the factory is going to be closing altogether, which kind of puts a wrench in his plans because he won't have a job anymore. And so he steals this top secret project.
Ooh.
And
maybe.
So he won't lose.
Maybe we should leave some of it.
Oh no! I say this all the time.
Oh, okay.
So he steals the top secret project, but it ends up launching him into this big interplanetary fiasco.
Ooh, it took a turn.
Yeah, it's a big sci-fi crazy story. And in the next batch of pages, so I decided recently I'm going to try and bust this graphic novel up into issues.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll kind of try to put out little floppy comic issues of that in black and white as I go.
Like thinner ones with fewer pages. Is that what you mean?
Yeah, like 24-page comics. And so this would be the beginning of issue 3, and in what's going to be this third issue, we get our first glimpse at a freaky monster. So cool. This will be exciting. The first one, and I've inked all this book on this channel so far. But the first issue is it's all like the backstory on one of the main character, I guess you might say the antagonist. I guess, if I have to say that. Sure, the antagonist. It's kind of his backstory. part of his backstory. And then
People love a good villain's what do they call it? A like origin story.
yeah, kind of.
That's like a big thing.
Yeah, so it starts kind of with part of his backstory, and then so that's what that first chapter is going to be, and then the second issue would be where we meet Bonehead and what happens. He makes dinner plans with his girlfriend, Petunia, and he's we also kind of hear about him talking about the future, like everything's going to be different now. And then he wakes up late for work anyway, and is off to work. Yeah,
Sounds like me.
And then he really, and then he has to bribe this kind of workplace snitch to.
Oh, definitely sounds like me. No, I'm just kidding. Sorry, go on.
That's about it. No.
You don't want to reveal too much.
Oh, I'm not revealing anything that hasn't been revealed.
Oh, okay.
But so that's kind of what's going on now. Oh, and then the workplace snitches on him anyway, and
Hence
that's how.
his name.
Yeah, that's how he gets in trouble in the first place.
Dang. What a bonehead. Is that what you're supposed to say at the end of every chapter?
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, there's aliens, there's monsters, there's other dimensions, there's
Are there ghoulies and scaries?
a little bit.
All right. I'm sorry.
No. I've said my piece. What's your deal?
I like it. And,
No,
and yeah.
So
How long do these things usually run for?
about 2 hours, but you don't have to do that. I wouldn't have you commit to that.
I do want to plug my phone in. But I can never remember where I put my charger.
Like usually I'm on for about 2.5 hours or so. But yeah, feel free to jump off whenever you need. Whenever you like.
Wait, I want to talk to you about supplies.
Supplies, okay.
Yeah. Like what do you use as like a do you have to use anything besides water to make the ink flow better?
Oh, I don't use water.
You just use straight up ink?
Yeah. I just
Isn't there something thicker between water and like, that you could use?
Huh?
Isn't there something thicker that you can use besides water to make the ink flow and like last longer, especially for when you're doing like really fine, like tip of the paintbrush stuff?
Well, I don't need it to last any longer than it does. I just pour like this bottle cap.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes I'll pour a little more before the end, and that usually lasts me for enough for a page. And you know what? Water kind of helps sometimes when I try to. At some point, my brush gets a little dry usually.
Mm-hmm.
Like after a couple hours, and it gets kind of tougher to pull lines out of it. So
yeah.
I'll just dip the brush in this inky water here, and and kind of dry it off. But usually when I first do that, like the ink kind of goes smoother. But it's so thin to begin with, and what like I
It
like
is water-based anyway, right? So
I like this super black India ink from Speedball. It really works with this brush, but it does go on kind of thinner than the Hobby Lobby India ink.
okay.
Like my big black areas, they look like it looks like I'm doing it with watercolor almost sometimes.
Hmm.
I mean, it's dark enough where when I scan it, it shouldn't be a problem, but
Do you touch up anything in like Photoshop ever, or are you trying to keep it as like?
I haven't yet, only because I haven't been able to scan anything. I'm cleaning up a lot of the first pages, the first 24 pages right now. I'm pretty much done with that, but I'm, like whiting out stuff and erasing pencil marks and kind of touching up inks a little bit here and
Mhm.
there.
Okay.
But
Like the stuff on your Instagram though, you don't
oh
do anything to that before you post it? You just keep it as like as
no,
it was?
actually I just take a photo on my phone of it and just
Hmm.
upload it straight from my phone.
They look like really good though. Like I didn't think
I don't think so.
like
Sometimes.
I don't know. I imagine that like, anytime I take a picture of like artwork, it's like very obvious that it's a picture of artwork, whereas yours look like scans, or you know what I mean?
See, I don't feel like that at all. I feel like it does look like photographs, and sometimes um, very like it's kind of a disservice to the artwork.
No, I'm telling you, I thought that they were scans.
Well, that's nice.
So
Well, that's good to hear.
there you have it.
I am always thinking about how to try and get a better presentation out of that stuff, and this show even.
Hmm.
But I
Yeah.
often don't have time to like work that out, because
Right, like lighting
just the
or
act of drawing and posting content is so time consuming.
hmm. Yeah. Yeah, I wonder about like those people, like, okay, like I don't know, somebody on YouTube who does like food prep videos and they have like phenomenal lighting and you know what I mean? Like,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I'm sure it's just like taking like a basic course in like photography would teach you that sort of thing too.
Yeah.
And or just like looking it up online and just being like, oh, yeah, because I don't know anything about lighting. That stuff is um,
Yeah, I gotta get better lighting in this room. I have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, two of which I don't know are providing anything. Um, I have 5 lights on in this room right now, though, but it's still kind of trashy lighting.
from what I can tell, yours looks pretty even. Mine's obviously not because I have like glare from here, glare from there, but I'm not trying to do anything.
Mm-hmm. So you work as a graphic designer, right?
I wouldn't even call it that. It's
No?
because graphic design makes me think of something way cooler, like doing page layout and stuff. or like doing things for the web.
And
When
you're
it's
good at
really
that.
what?
I said, and you're good at that kind of stuff too.
I can't do web things. I can
Oh.
do like page layout, like
Well, yeah, I guess that's what I was referring to more.
Oh, okay, cool.
But
Thanks.
but I don't know. I would consider it a graphic design job, but then again, I don't know the ins and outs of your work day.
It's more like pasting images together and clone stamping images together and then throwing it on a template and being like, do you like this? And people all say at once, no. And no, but yeah. I guess it's like it's more like product design, but not like even that sounds like way cooler than what it actually is. Because it's not all that in depth. It's not like, oh, let me take the dimensions of this and, whatever.
But
like, I don't know. But it seems like product design is also like too big a term for it.
So, do you feel like you would ever? I don't know. Is there anything like you intend to get around to with your art, your own personal artwork, any someday? Like, are you going anywhere with like, do you have any intentions behind aspirations for behind you starting to paint even?
I just like making people happy. And I thought this would make somebody happy.
Sure.
I don't know. It'd be cool if I feel like I'm so lazy though.
Yeah, it's I think that's a thing with a lot of artists is, they like to draw. It's kind of a hobby, but it's so easy to get bogged down by it. But to like where you don't draw ever.
Right. Well, I don't know. Life gets in the way and like a career gets in the way.
Yeah, that's true.
And like, I don't know. Like, I don't ever want to be forced into doing something that I just don't feel like doing at the time. Like, if I don't feel like drawing, I'm not going to force myself to draw. And maybe that's like a cop out. Because, like, I don't know. What they tell you in school is like, always, always keep doing it. Always keep drawing. Always, draw every day. And I don't know.
Well,
I feel like it would just sometimes it ruins it if it feels like a chore. And maybe it's like you get over a hump or something like that, and it stops feeling that way. I don't know. Did you experience that when you started committing yourself to drawing like more daily?
I mean, I still get it once in a while, but or like sometimes just life more often what it is like when I find myself not drawing, it's pretty much just because life is getting in the way anymore. But yeah, like what was it, maybe 3 years ago, I want to say. Yeah, 3 years ago I started making it a point to draw and post something every day. And I think the act of like holding myself to that commitment, because I did it like pretty religiously for like a solid year, I think. And I kind of would pretty much 2 years straight like without straying from it much. Like this year, I'm straying from it a lot more, mostly out of, like I say, life getting in the way. But I don't know how I feel about this. Anyway, but when I started holding myself to doing that every day and really taking it seriously to draw something that I felt was like public ready, like was kind of how I regarded it. Like it had to be like a colored drawing, a finished drawing.
Right.
Is what I was trying to hold myself to. Um, I think it really got me less less uh, less fatigued by drawing. Like I wasn't getting burnt out by it right away, or just it wasn't daunting anymore to like look at a blank page or anything. And like
Yeah.
that was a big thing that for me anyway. When like after a few months, it was like I could just open up a sketchbook to a blank page and just draw something with very little forethought and come up with something unique and interesting.
See, that's what I miss. Like, I feel like in a way school ruined. I mean, it didn't, but I don't know. Feel like school kind of ruined it for me in a way. Like where there was all these rules, like, oh, you can't like don't draw this. That's what that other school does, and we don't teach that type of curriculum here. Or like, oh, that's actually bad, whatever, like form or
Mm-hmm.
bad practice. Like if you do this or whatever. And then I don't know, after you kind of hear so many things, like you're like, okay, I guess I'm doing it wrong.
Mm-hmm.
And then you stop liking it. I don't know if you experienced that when you were in school at all. Oh, I
Well,
should mention my phone. My phone's at 4%.
oh dang. Okay.
Yeah. I have it plugged in. It's just still dying.
The video. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, um,
We can just let my phone run out.
okay. What was I
But did you feel that?
I think the thing with me was I was always just such an undisciplined artist to begin with.
Right.
Like I kind of just doodled to my heart's content and
Well, yeah, that's what I'm.
never learned
That's what I'm.
perspective or anything. I was always in
Wait,
art,
was never what?
like never learned perspective or anything or how to. I never focused too much on drawing realistically. I always just drew what I liked.
Right. Well, that I guess that's what I'm saying is like I missed doing that. Like
Yeah.
where it seemed like school kind of made it so it was like, well, does it have a purpose? If it doesn't have a purpose, don't do it. Because it seemed like everything at my school at least was very commercial driven. Like it was like, oh, who are you selling this to? Why are you selling it? Oh, it's an editorial piece. Like, what's the story? And everything had to have a reason.
Yeah.
Whereas I missed just being able to, like you're saying, like open up a sketchbook and just draw, like for the sake of drawing.
Yeah. Though, my education, my art education really could have I really could have benefited from like from the discipline in your schooling.
But like I think it's I don't know. There are gains and losses from both.
Yeah. That's what I'm thinking too right now.
But I don't know. A lot of it is just, I think a lot of it too is like knowing yourself. And it's like, like going to school didn't take that away from me. It was just like, I got fatigued over it. So I think it's just knowing yourself, I guess. And knowing how you work best and all that.
Yeah. Are you painting right now?
Yeah.
Cool.
Well,
So,
I don't know. We're talking
are you
about art.
doing
If I'm really doing art.
good? Had a girl.
Ugh, I'm not a dog.
I say that a lot to people. But so I know this one you're painting for a family member,
Yeah.
as a gift. Do, are you intend to keep painting though? Is that
Well, yeah, because I had a self portrait. I don't want to show you yet because I painted over my old one, which was on a good track, and I messed it up by overworking it. I was like, oh, let me just adjust the color, which then became me painting over my entire face, and then I ruined it.
Hmm.
But yeah, I do like oil painting, and I forgot how much I loved it.
That's cool.
So, hey, did you ever do oil painting?
I did. I don't know if it was oil. Yeah, I guess I did. I did a little bit. Because I took I took an oil painting class with mom once. I think it was
Oh,
just a painting class, and we kind of did different painting in
you
it.
guys hang out without me?
This was years and years ago at the community college. But and we didn't even finish the course. We stopped. Like I was just tagging along with her, and she decided she didn't like the class after a while.
Yeah. Was
And
she feeling self-conscious, I bet? Or was
I
she like, oh no, I'm way too advanced for this?
I think it was that. Even I mean, like it got her painting. Like she didn't paint much
Yeah.
after that, but like she just I think she felt like what they were teaching and the classmates, they were kind of like too slow for her, like
For
because she
her
had been
level.
practicing for I mean she'd been doing she'd been watching those like Bob Ross videos and like doing paintings of sceneries and stuff for a long time,
Yeah, and studying
and
like portrait
she was
books
kind
and
of learning
stuff.
all these like rudimentary rules and things that I mean it is what they were kind of offering, and it wasn't getting her anywhere she wanted to be.
Hmm.
Like I was fine with it because I'd never done anything like that before.
Yeah. That's cool.
But when she stopped going, I stopped going.
Right. My phone is gonna die any minute.
Okay.
It's at 1%.
Well, um, but thank you for coming on.
Thanks for having me. Hopefully we had some good art talks and all that.
Yeah.
All right.
So,
Well, I'll talk to you later. I'll see you later in the kitchen. Just
in the
kidding. We
kitchen.
don't live together.
No. But maybe I will.
Yeah.
All right. Well, take care. I'll let you charge your phone back up.
Okay.
Um,
Thanks.
Adios.
All right. See ya.
Bye. That's my sis. She's my 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 clever little sister. I don't want the camera on me anymore. I was just saying goodbye. Okay. There we are. Man. I should have had her talk while I got a new cup of tea. That's okay. So yeah, that's the middle of my three sisters. So I got three brothers, three sisters. I was and yeah, that's my sister Heather. she is a really awesome artist. I don't know what her website is, but I don't know if she really wanted to share that. But it does have some awesome art on it. She was like her and my other sister Kaylee, who's in Ecuador right now. They got this really cool art education. I mean, I went to school for art too. I went to school for animation, but my school was kind of, first of all, I think it's kind of my fault not getting more out of my own education. But it was not as, it was a lazy man's education to begin with, I would say. It was not as, like, I would hear the stuff that they were doing in school, and I'd be like, that's not how I went to that's not what my classes were like. And yeah, that's, I don't know. So I don't know if I would say you need to go to school for art, but if you are going to, make sure you are going to a school that is going to make you bust your butt. Or that is going to challenge you. A school that is going to challenge you. Now, I might have thought that my school was going to challenge me, but I don't know. Personally, I don't know if I would have, if I could do it again, I don't think I would go to art school. I may continue to take like painting classes or like, I don't know, like life drawing. But to do what I want to do, make comics and animations, I would be content to just study artists I like, study books that I think I can learn from. Now, that said, I don't think my sister could have gotten an education that like she got, my two sisters. I don't think they could have gotten an art education like they got from reading books and watching YouTube videos. I really do not. I think they got a powerful art business education out of their schooling, and that is very valuable. What they got, and but I feel like I thought I wanted to work at an animation studio. So I thought that was going to help me, and it did help a lot of people I went to school with. I guess it didn't help me after all, but I suppose that's That's on me, though. But nowadays, I've decided I'm not trying to I'm not trying to do art for other people anymore. I'm trying to get what's in my head out. So I'm gonna focus on making comics and making animations and just telling stories, and because ultimately that's honestly what I really wanted all along. And then I realized I don't need to work at Cartoon Network to do that. I don't need to answer to, a bunch of suits to do that. And that that's not necessarily a good impulse. Like, don't tell me what to do. I'll do what I want. But it was kind of like, a bunch of gatekeepers were keeping me from doing all this stuff that I could have just been doing in my bedroom the whole time. And meanwhile, I wasn't drawing. I don't know. I think I muddled up a bunch of thoughts there. My bad. But I don't, personally, for my own enjoyment, my own fulfillment, I've decided I don't want the stress of trying to serve others with my art necessarily. I'm just gonna try and make a go of satisfying myself with my art, and hopefully other people can dig it too. Like, I just want to tell stories and draw fun characters and finish projects that have been rolling around in my head since I was a teenager. And I wouldn't be doing that working for Disney or Cartoon Network, or I wouldn't be. I'd be working on a bunch of other people's shows. If I was lucky, someday I'd get my own. And when I realized that, I don't know, I felt like I was kind of chasing an empty dream. And now I'm actually kind of living it out by just making time for it. And that's all I really ever needed, to just make time for it. Dude, I'm always drawing off the screen. I'm sorry. Oh. Here's this pencil sharpener. on this desk. Bonehead is being tasked with sharpening a whole box of company pencils. And that's how he's to spend his day. In this crummy bare office. This happens a lot where I have a location in my that I'm drawing, and I just kind of in my head I understand it to be an existing place in a way, and this room, for some reason in my head, it's my bedroom when I was a teenager, just with different furniture in it and kind of empty and basementy. But that would happen when I would make comics when I was a teenager too. I'd be like I remember I was making a comic, and the guy's house was based on my aunt's house for some reason. And it wasn't like an aunt's house I would go to all the time, I guess I knew it well enough, but it was just like, I don't know why that character's house was that place in my head. And it wasn't like it is that place. It was just kind of like it had the same setup, same layout, but dressed differently, painted differently, different furnishing. But it was like in that shell of a house. Weird. It's like I'd see a movie in my head in this familiar place, but redesigned. So let's see, what have I been up to the past 5 days? So I believe I was on the day before Thanksgiving, maybe 2 days before Thanksgiving. I can't remember. But I had Thanksgiving with my family. Then Saturday, we had the Friendsgiving kind of thing. And Sunday, Ben came over here again. And Ben is kind of the guy who got me to he was taking I've told this on here a million times at this point, but he was doing he was my classmate at art school, and he was in the video game department. And for his final, he had to make a playable level, and he asked me if I would come up with a character to make a video game level on. And I actually meant to ask him about this, and I forgot if like he still had the playable level. And I within 30 minutes, I had made up Bonehead. I made up what he was about. I made up the boss guy, and I made up a bunch of bad guys. I had done all these concept drawings of Bonehead, and I ran over to Ben's house and showed him, and he was like, "Yeah, let's make a character, or let's make a game with that guy." And I did all the animations of him, like his death animation, his idle animation, his run animation, his attack animation, and then I animated some bug characters that were kind of like they would bite him if he didn't throw poison at them. So Ben was the reason I made up Bonehead. So he was one of my buddies that was visiting, and I wanted to get him on, but I don't think he wanted to come on. I was kind of chickened out of trying too hard to get him on. But one of these days, I'll see if he wants to come on. I'll just ask him. And besides, a lot of his time out here, he was like spending with his parents and catching up with other friends, and so he had kind of a lot on his agenda, so I didn't want to take him away from his obligations either. But one of these days, I'll try a little harder to get him on. And Jacob, my other buddy, Jake, he was out here too. It's the first time I'd seen him in maybe a year, or at least a year, maybe 2 years. And that was wonderful. That was good to see him. And their roommates out there in Washington, they decided to move out there together because they were friends before they met me, before they knew me, and so they're out in Washington. I think they're talking about getting out of there eventually, but I don't think they're coming back to Illinois necessarily. But, anyway, what else is going on? So what else have I been up to? So Sunday, Ben came back over and we were hanging out. I did get some drawing in the past few days, but I haven't been posting anything. I finally posted something today, but I'll get more drawings up. Now I can kind of, now that I'm not like ready to drop everything for an opportunity to hang out with my buddies. I can get back into a normal the normal routine of drawing every day. And yeah, I was, like I said, I was trying to get on here this morning, and it just wouldn't happen until it was like 7:30 when I finally got on. Just computer issues. But I think I've got most of that sorted out. Most of that. I still could benefit from a new work computer here. What else? So I mentioned I went to the mall with my brother, Liam, who's been on the show a lot. And I'm just dying to get him on, like, get his camera on screen instead of doing it from my phone like I used to do. But he's been busy lately. Since I've been able to have him as a guest properly, he's been busy. Okay. So I think I'm gonna do all those pencils in the box with my multi-liner, my Copic multi-liner. Because that looks like some tight work. And I just think it would go smoother and easier if I use the Copic multi-liner. Oh, I like this gag on this page. He's like, your task is to, and so he's been writing on this clipboard this whole time for like the past 2 pages or something. And like that's all Bonehead. He's barely talking. He's mostly just writing on this clipboard. And he's like, your task is to sharpen all of these company pencils. And then his pencil snaps. He's like, you can start with this one. So, while today was just computer nightmare day for me, I did get a lot of my Adobe woes figured out that have been causing me grief and giving me trouble. So ideally, tomorrow should go a lot smoother. I am planning, though. You know how those best laid plans go. I am planning on doing 2 pages tomorrow. I might do 2 separate streams if I do. Okay. We are drawing a desk corner. You guys are going to meet all my siblings before long. Oh, Tara, my baby sister. She's going to entertain the pants off you. And I swear, you haven't even met Liam yet. Like, Liam is like the most nuts guy. I mean, he's been on this show a lot, but you haven't gotten a great taste of. I mean, he can be entertaining, or he's been entertaining on this show, but you ain't seen nothing yet. One of these days, you're gonna get Liam, and he's gonna blow the doors off the hinges. He's a nut in a good way. He can entertain, and my baby sister Tara, she can entertain. Jimmy, who was on my last stream, he's good at he's kind of he's good at navigating conversation. He's kind of good at kind of he can be one to put on a show too. He helped me record a lot of the audio for my Bonehead cartoon that I got to do a premiere on this channel. I got to do. I'm gonna do kind of like some kind of watch party kind of thing. I will premiere it on this YouTube channel soon, I think. My Bonehead cartoon, my 16-minute Bonehead pilot. This is just a cardboard box. How do you like that? There we go. And now that I know how to get like videos playing on here, and I've got some of my issues worked out, I'm gonna try and make some new commercials and little stuff to cut away to. This is gonna be fun. I like it. And you know what? I can have my my buddy, my roommate, make stuff too. I gotta start putting out a call for videos from my friends. Yeah. I'm excited. Okay, I think I am going to use the Copic multiliner. Oh, also, usually I do that. I do these like little sound effects. I do those when I do the panels usually, and I forgot to do this snap. I was even thinking of asking my dad to come on today, come to think of it. Who knows if he would have done it. Okay. Yeah, let's get these pencils going here. It's a box of pencils. So yeah, I should be able to get my butt down to a library one of these days and start getting those pages scanned. The first issue's worth of pages scanned. That's the plan. I can't wait to. Man, I really think I'm gonna start having a lot of fun with this channel, with my comic, in the next month or so. I think the new year is going to be really exciting. The beginning of the new year is going to be really exciting. Okay, here's pencil. Like, yeah, you only drew 5,000 of them so far. Oh, so actually on Thanksgiving, I meant to bring this up. Heather, my sister who was on earlier, she was telling me about the new Always Sunny in Philadelphia podcast, which I listened to all of today while I was waiting for computers to work and stuff like that. I listened to all, I think they have 6 episodes out as of now. Yeah. And I thought they were just talking about the show generally. I didn't know they were going episode by episode and discussing the episodes of the show. I thought it was more casual than that. But yeah, they're doing like episode kind of commentary. To some extent, it's very loose, very loose. They mostly just talk about whatever, but they touch on the episodes, and they're going episode by episode from the beginning of the series. And it's been pretty entertaining so far. I had a lot of time to listen to stuff today. Yeah, if you use After Effects and you need the what is it, Adobe Media what is it called now? Media encoder to render out your videos, because Adobe doesn't render out in H246 or whatever anymore for some reason. It needs Adobe Media encoder to do it. So it, you render out through that, and it was why I didn't have an opening on my last one, because I had exported a video and it what it exported was broken. Well, today I was trying to redo it, and it had it had switched over to the 2022 version recently, like this past week, and I was trying to export all day, like I tell you, since 8 o'clock, and I thought it was something up with my computer, and I was trying to like free up space. I was trying to do this, I was trying to do that. I thought it was a cache issue or something. I was trying to fix it all day. Every time I rendered, it would fail like right away. It wouldn't do anything. And I tried exporting from After Effects this way. I tried exporting from After Effects this way. I was trying every workaround I could think. And then I finally looked it up. I wish I'm seeing people like, hey, this Media Encoder 2022 doesn't export anything. I'm on a deadline. I've got clients that are breathing down my neck, and I'm going to lose all this money if I don't get this fixed. What gives? So it wasn't me. It wasn't my computer, like I assumed. It was the new Media Encoder doesn't work. And so I had to go to Adobe and download a previous, which I had until it updated to the 2022. And it just replaces it on its own for you. Well, I had to go to Adobe and install the older version. And once I did that, first try, no problem. You saw that the intro thing on this video. I played it twice. It's nothing. It's 35 seconds of a static image, pretty much. And it took me all day. It's like, geez, I wish I had Googled, I had been Googling it all day, but I guess like when I finally looked it up in like I think I Googled why can't I render anything in Media Encoder 2022, and that's when I kind of got my answer. I was like, boy, I wish I Googled that 8 hours ago. So surely they're working on a fix, but it was such a huge problem. And I didn't even have clients depending on me. Boy, can you imagine if I had money on the line? I'd be furious. Time to wake up. I would be furious. That is not the first time known there to be problems like that with an Adobe update either. And, you know, I'm such a casual user of stuff like that anymore. So, man, I can't imagine the heat they're getting. But, you know, Titans will play with us like that. They tend to. But yeah, I gotta see if I can convince my buddies to make some like commercials or little videos to play on this channel. And I'm gonna be working on stuff too. I've got one thing in mind at least. I've got a couple things in mind actually. Okay, there's my pencils. Box of pencils. Let's get some. Let's get some black in here. Little black spots. Shadows. What else? There was something else. Something I was watching or oh, I know. South Park's new special came out on Paramount Plus, so we did the free trial. We signed up for the free trial yesterday. Me and my roommate we watched that after after Ben left. We busted out the Paramount Plus and watched the post-COVID South Park special, which was really good. I will say this. I don't know if I should. It's not self-contained. It's an hour-long special or whatever, but it's not self-contained. They've got more to it coming. It was like part one of this story. So I don't know if they're going to do it across a few specials or whatever. Because I know they have like 17 that they're contracted for. 17 like movie special things. Or something like that. But it was good. It takes place in the future where they're all the kids are grown up, and Randy Marsh is an old man, and sorry, I'm trying to pour some ink here. Okay. So it was good. It's like you just keep waiting to see, like, okay, what's this character going to be in the future? What's this character going to be in the future? You're just kind of like waiting for all the key players to make their appearance. It was good. It was really enjoyable. I was just a little bummed that they left us on a cliffhanger. So who knows when we're gonna get some resolution, but Why am I jumping ahead? Why am I jumping ahead? Here we go. Let's get... Yeah. Okay. Let's get a little more on camera. So today, in between fighting with my computer, I cleaned this room up. I did some laundry. Oh, what else? I guess that's about it. Really, the bulk of the day was spent fighting with the computer, so... At least I'm getting a page in. You know what I'm really excited about? My my comic book hero. I don't know what else I would. I'm trying to think of another way to put it, but my favorite comic book artist right now, Doug Tenaple. He's wrapping up his big 10,000 piece NFT project. 10,000 NFTs. Jiminy crickets. He's wrapping that up shortly. So I think he's going to get back to comics soon. I don't know if he's going to be doing any live streams anytime soon, because he got his whole YouTube channel wiped like 30 times. Something like that. And I really hope he'll be doing live streams like this. This is where I got the idea. I mean, that's where I got the idea to do these live streams like this. In the first place, I was watching him do it for 3 years. Then I started watching other artists do it. So I really would like to, because he always had great insight on how he approached his work and business. I mean, besides, being controversial all the time. But I really like hearing his thoughts on stuff. I think he's a very wise guy, and I'd love to see to see more art live streams from him. But who knows? I don't think that's going to happen, unfortunately. But I am looking forward to Bigfoot Bill 3. Though I think the very next thing he's doing is not going to be Bigfoot Bill 3. He'll probably be working on it, but I know the next thing he was intending to do was a crowdfunding campaign for an expanded colored edition of Earthboy Jacobus, which is a good book. I was always way more into the first act of that book than the rest of it. But it's been a while since I've read it. It's a huge book to begin with. It's like 200 something pages. And he's adding, he was working on a handful of extra pages a while back to put in there. But anyway, I'm just glad to think that he might be getting back to comics soon. I miss his comics. Frankly, NFTs, it's too inaccessible to me. I don't know any. I'm hearing a lot of artists talk about them all the dang time now, but it's all over my head still. So I, for one, am glad that that project is coming to a close, because it's like I can't participate in like enjoying that project. I mean, I see all the pieces all the time posted on Twitter or whatever, but I'm only seeing a fraction of those, and I can't do anything with that. I don't know what a friggin' Bitcoin is. It's like there's so much learning that I would have to do to even like start getting it, that it's like I don't have time for that. I barely have time for this. I'm too busy fighting with After Effects. Maybe in 3 years I'll be ready to figure out what an NFT is. And how to spend $300 US on 1,000 by 1,000 pixel art of a cartoon character. I tell you, I don't get it. People spend an awful lot of money on that stuff, which is intriguing, but I don't see the diving in point for me. I just want to back Doug's comics. Personally. I want to get back to backing his comics. Really, Bigfoot Bill 2, which I backed Bigfoot Bill 1 when it came out, right? And watched him draw the whole thing on YouTube. And I was still thrilled and surprised and loved that book when it came out. And then Bigfoot Bill 2 came out, and then he did an expanded, tightened up version of Bigfoot Bill 1 on that campaign as well. And the second edition of Bigfoot Bill 1 with the new Bigfoot Bill 2 on that campaign, when I got those in the mail and I read them back to back, and it was like Bigfoot Bill 1 was so much better, and Bigfoot Bill 2 was so great, and they just it was such a great read. I cannot wait for 3. And it's just been a wait so far. Because, then he got sidetracked with this big political YouTube stuff that got him banned 1,000 times. And then he started leaning into the NFT thing. And it's just like, okay, get back to the comics, please. And I know he's a human person with other stuff going on than just the one thing that I'm interested in, I guess, but I am just ready for more comics from him. Speaking of Always Sunny, they've got a new season coming out in 2 days. I mean, I wasn't just speaking about Always Sunny. Maybe that was like half an hour ago or something. But yeah, new season 15 coming out in 2 days, I believe. Is it 3? There's only 30 days in November, aren't there? Yeah. It's coming out on the 1st, my sister's birthday. My other sister's birthday. One of my many sisters' birthdays. I have a whole busload of sisters. And one of them has a birthday coming up. Also, my roommate's birthday is coming up on the 3rd. And I am just living in this room. I gotta really, even when I'm not like actively posting stuff, I mean, I spend 90% of my free time in this room making art and just planning and doing stuff. And it's getting a little too all-consuming. I gotta figure out how to squeeze the rest of my life back into my days. I'm getting a little too hermity around here for my own good. Really, that's no good. You got to find a balance in life. You can't let one thing dominate your life. It's not right. It's not good. It's not fair to other people. My best friend got engaged. I haven't gotten him an engagement present or anything like that. I feel like I owe them something. I owe them a little more attention, I think. So I think I'm going to go downstairs now that I'm done with this page. Go hang with my buddies right now. I suggest you also give your loved ones some attention. Okay, so this is going to be the page. I'm gonna end the stream, wash my brush, and go hang out with my friends. And I will be back here tomorrow. If I'm just fighting with some Adobe programs tomorrow, I'm tapping out early and getting on here. Okay. Yeah, I'm not losing a whole another day tomorrow to stuff like I did today. Not a chance. So at the second struggle rears its ugly head, I'm sticking with what I know. All right. Goodbye, everybody. I love you. Check out the channel tomorrow. I'll have something posted. We're going to be inking tomorrow for sure. All right. Bye, everybody. I love you. Bye, everybody. I love you. Bye, everybody. I love you.